like a political party because they're saying bring out our own candidate. If it's APC or Labour Party or another party that or PDP that is saying it must be a party, then we know that party is just fighting for themselves. Obedience is just common Nigeria on the street saying Peter Obi is the best for them. So I understand their sentiments, but it's all right. I think we should tune down our voice so it will look as if we are giving an order that if it is not, then this should not be. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We're going to be rounding up the space very soon. It's top of the hour as well here. I'm sure it's already morning, so it's Monday morning. So we need to go and rest and gather our energy for the fight that is ahead. We've been reacting to the interview by Shehu Okimaloye on Channels TV with His Excellency Peter Obi. And topical on the interview was the coalition, if he was going to be deputy to Atiku, if categorically uh, denied any such claim. He said he was going to be a presidential candidate. So there's no gainsaying to say that Obi is going to be on the ballot. If ADC and the coalition are wise enough, in our opinion, they will make a consensus candidacy like APC did in 2015, 2014, 2015. They saw that Buhari had organic votes and support. They came together and supported Buhari then, even though many of us did not agree with that. And he emerged, right? I think ADC has someone now on the reverse. ADC has a competent leader with a court like following, and every one of those supporters will be all out to make sure they support this election, and they don't need to be paid. Obedience do not need payment. We do things for the love of God and country. So we are appealing to those on the space listening to us, members of the coalition discussion. Give us Peter Obi. That's what we are saying. I was totally impressed by that interview. So I'll just go to those that are already on the speaker section here.
Sorry, my brother
So,
Stephen. On the flip side, I think they are saying Wike's BP is up. He might have to go back to channels to do another interview because Peter Obi came out today and used his boss pack commissioning to rubbish the entire APC for the past 1 week. So we should be expecting Wike back on channels, garrulously spitting.
that
Yes.
man needs help. He needs help.
His
I can't
BP,
imagine
his
if
BP
he's
is
going to.
high this night. His BP is very high.
His supplier of alcohol is going to run out of stock because the way he's drinking these days, it will be difficult for 2027 to. Anyway, the liver will feel it. We are just saying here on this public space, we want you to drink responsibly. Don't drink like some ministers that we don't want to call names. Drink responsibly. All right, let's move the mic on. I'll go to Famsi, then Blinks. Those are the two hands right now as we begin to tie it together. Peter, you've not raised your hand. Okute 3, you've not raised your hand. Jimmy, okay, Jimmy just raised their hand. Famsi, are you there? Famsi is there, going once. Blinks, go ahead. What's your take on this interview?
Okay, good evening, everybody. I don't know, can you guys hear me?
Very clear.
100.
Welcome.
All right. So basically, from the interview, I can say that P2B really like he took the questions head on, and you can notice from the way he spoke, you see that he's a very intentional man. He's someone that we are very well. We can categorically beat our chest and say this man follows us on everything we do on a daily basis. Even the fact that these were tweets that were made like within 3 days or within this week, and that was the main things he was hitting on the head on his interview, and it was amazing to the extent that I feel like at some point it was as if Sheung was trying to corner him to get some words out of his mouth.
Don't mind
You could,
Shehu, that's his way now.
you could notice that Peter Obi in his
Sorry,
own
my
way
sister, but even
was
Shehu today was very professional. Go
pressing.
ahead, my sister. Go ahead.
Peter Obi was pressing on a lot. And both the place where Sheung asked him how is he going to eradicate insecurity. And in my head, I'm like, he's not yet the president, so he cannot sell out his strategy to the person currently on seat who still has 2 years more to to govern. Do you get? So these are his own things that make him unique. When he comes on seat, we will now be aware. We'll see him working towards those things he said on the interview. So I'm going to talk about the channel's television. I noticed that like up to 5 tweets on that their page. Like it was as if those guys they were actually paid to comment really irrelevant things about the interview. I'm like, guys, you people obviously know, you people can see that this man is actually giving us what we want. Not that he's giving us what we want, we can see it. Do you get? It's not like somebody that we can just go and let's just say, okay, for instance, now Atiku has served as the vice president of Nigeria. We've seen his credibility, we've seen how far he has led. Do you get? We can now say this person is capable of doing so and so something. If you go for Peter Obi now, you see that these are his records. His records are straight. Do you get? So when he's talking, we can believe him, and he has proven to us beyond reasonable doubt that he's capable of really achieving these things. I saw a tweet, was it yesterday, where someone posted on Space, and I think it was Rufai, that posted about a letter that Peter Obi wrote, telling them he's not going to take any land that was allocated to him. I'm like, there was no social media, like social media was not invoked as at then. But this man rejected majority of these things. So imagine if he comes into the seat now, all these things are not going to be his concern. His concern is he wants this country to go well. And I believe him to the extent that I believe that Peter Obi can even turn this country around within 2 years, not even 4 years. Because how many years has Alex Otis served? Just 2 years, and we are seeing like the good things that this man is doing in that state. So 4 years is even a lot for him. I want to also ask something. They were talking about the election in 2027. Sorry to say, oh please, if there's a way we can fast forward 2026, because I'm not seeing 2026. I'm actually looking at 2027. That's my focus right now. From here, I'm in 2025. Tomorrow, I'm in 2027. 2026 is just, let's just say, it's an attachment. They should just go into 2027 because a lot is going to happen within this span. Like we won't even see 2026 coming. So I'm like, what of those people that actually registered for PVC during 2023? And just like for myself inclusive, we got our PVC from like good citizens of Nigeria that actually came door to door to give us our PVC. What of those people that their PVCs are missing? How do they now go about this election for 2027? Because they've not gotten their PVC, and what are they going to use to vote? Are they going to go and re-register for another PVC? Is another stress again. So what is going to be like? How is it going to be like? I'm just asking for,
No, no, no.
you
Don't
know.
worry. Don't worry. I understand what you mean when you say you are not seeing 2026. You can't wait. I understand. I understand. There will be opportunities for replacement, change of polling unit, re-registration. But there's also something else INEC is pushing, which is to vote without PVC. Everybody can vote. I think if you have NIN or driver's license, I think that's a way to rig elections. Don't mind those people.
Ex-
INEC is one of the peoples where we are challenging in this election is not just Tinubu and APC. INEC is an interested party in the election. Our biggest problem for me is not even APC, it's INEC. But let's settle the coalition first and let the credible candidate like Peter Obi emerge. Then the force would support things like what Peter, there's this guy called Peter is doing about electoral reforms. That is a very
yeah.
important aspect as well. But for now, my dear Blinks, don't worry. Let's just keep pushing for Peter Obi to get the tickets. Then we'll deal with PVC issues down the road. Down the road. Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
So let me just round up
Okay.
and then I'll you do. Okay, so in terms of the coalition, I don't know how, like, are there persons here that I can actually reach out to register for the ADC? Because I've been trying to do
It's
that
online. It's
for
online. There's
okay,
I'll
okay,
probably post send you. I'll post it on the Jumbotron. There's a website. You just go there and say join. If you fill in your information, create a password. It's very easy and quick. I think the party is very smart.
All right.
I'll send that. I'll post it on Jumbotron on this space now.
All right. No problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us, guys. Oh, yeah, this is PO Town Square.
Stephen,
Um,
Stephen, please, can I ask you a question based on what she just finished talking about now? There's something confusing to me, please. Can I ask a question
yes,
on that?
yes, yes.
Okay. I registered my voter's card. I did that in another state. Now I want to ask. I need an advice here now. If you're in Sokoto and your place is in Enugu, which what will you, how will you, what will you advise the person to where to register? Is it there in Sokoto or Enugu? Like
No, no,
I'm
no. I
contemplating. You
always
are in another
advocate.
state.
I always advocate you register where you stay, where you live and work, so that you can easily vote. Because if you register somewhere else, you will now have to plan to travel. You may not have the money, the logistics to travel. You better stay where you
Okay.
are working every day, where you are based, and you vote in that place, and you become a polling unit agent and be relevant in that polling unit. Because we are going to need polling unit agents across the whole country, not like last time. So the better anywhere you are, if you're in Sokoto, the better for us anywhere. That way you become the eye in that area. And beyond just you, you need to we are going to have to activate our friends, our co-workers, partners, street. It's all hands on deck. It's going to be different from 2023 for sure. But that was a good question. I suggest where you work, okay?
Okay, sorry. What of when you have interest like doing something in your local government? How do you go
How do you
about
mean
that?
running for office?
Maybe something like that, or you want to gather, help someone promote, just to
The
participate,
reality, the
maybe.
reality of Nigeria says that you have to go to where you are from most of the time. I think the only state that doesn't care is Lagos, even though the things are changing with like 2023, you saw what happened. I still advocate for you to, like me, my polling unit is my village. Not even, I'm from
Okay.
Edo State. I was born and raised in the city, GRA Benin. That's where I was born. But I go to my village. That's where because I control a lot there. I'm also a politician, as it were. I'm also
Same
going to
with
run
me.
for
Same
office
with
in
me.
so if you understand, it's probably best to do that. But I know that some people are from different parts. They have are able to run wherever they are. But Nigeria never reached that level. Nigeria is still very different. If you understand what I mean, it's not go easy for you from the southeast, for example, or Akwa Ibom, and we are running in Sokoto. You will have pushback from the locals. You understand? So I don't. It's not supposed to be the case, but it is the reality. So the answer you already know. Okay, so let's move forward. All right. Who was supposed to go next as we begin to round off? I know that this
I think
topic
Jimmy.
is okay. Jimmy's no. There's this guy called Farmsees. His hand is up. Perhaps he has slept. Okay, Jimmy, go ahead then.
Okay, thank you very much.
We have
Thank
another Jimmy. Oh, this one is not our radical Jimmy. This is a
I
cool
know.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
okay, okay. You think I'm not radical? Okay, because I've not
So
brought out my comrade.
don't worry, don't mind us. We know what we are saying. I'm sure you also know. Go ahead.
No, okay, of course, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, the quick one. So, the interview today, I love it. I'm still trying. I'm still going through it. Snippets online because I didn't watch it live. But what I've seen is that Obi is someone. What it shows is that he's someone who listens, someone who hears things, who is alert to what is happening around him, because he has been able to take a lot of the things that have been said in the past few days and even in the long past, and bring them together and answer them in questions and attend to those questions and answer them. What it shows is that we're going to be having, if we have an OB, we're going to be having a president, who is alive to the yearnings and aspirations of Nigerian citizens, and that's what one reason why I've always supported him and rooted for him even before he began to contest for presidency, because what I saw in him was a man, who has, because of his milk of human kindness, And because he's someone who feels, genuinely for the people around him, he's someone, because of that, he listens. He takes corrections where they need to be taken. He's not a perfect person, but he's someone who is down to earth, who understands the issues and tackles them headlong, and who also knows the answers to the problems, so that alone, marks him out as someone exceptional. And when again it comes to the coalition, I've said this a number of times. I want obedience to tone it down. Obi is going to be the candidate of ADC. I'm going to tell you, you can take my word to the bank. If things work, the way it is set today, I think there's a general, indeed, I know there's a general, consensus on that. But if things, that's why I'm urging obedience to, tone it down, and then support whatever. Look, Obi is not stupid for him to go into this coalition. Obi is a very, someone who knows, who thinks ahead, who plots the charts, before he goes into anything. So he knows why he went into the coalition. And then let's also not forget that even if the coalition says tomorrow, things, of course, in politics, things can always happen at you can never count on anybody fully, although you may have some, assurances. But, let's assume that in the unlikely event, these are not people you move with APC's money. But let's even assume that in the unlikely event that APC's money is moved around and things change and people change, and at the end of the day, they don't present Obi as their ticket, it will be their loss, because it will mean possibly having a divided opposition, because if Obi goes on another platform to
Uh,
contest and all that,
Jimmy,
or
hold on.
yeah,
Hold on. Not on what you're speaking. I like what you're saying, but let me quickly say something else just before I forget.
okay,
Guys, APC is activating influencers to come and push and cause division in the coalition, guide you and tell you that OB is the same. They are all the same. Be wary of people like Very Dark Man, VDM. Be very careful of people like VDM. Be very careful of this expired guy they call Mojua. Expired influencer that we chased away in 2022, 2023. They want to resurrect him. I hear that tomorrow APC official handle are hosting a space. APC official handle are now hosting Twitter space. So I hope you guys can go
Four,
to that
four,
space and
four people
help
tweeting
us
in a
ask
room.
them questions, although they
Four
won't allow
people
you
tweeting
anyway.
in a room.
They want to join us tweeting in a room. So APC wants to come and meet us in Twitter. So I hope you go and meet them and be able to give them good questions. But if you want to go there, be careful because they won't let you speak either. They will just gaslight you. If you notice that they are not allowing opposing voices, get out of that place. Don't stay there and attract obedience to join you.
Or bombard the chat.
If you must
Bombard their chat.
listen, go there and be anonymous. Don't go there right now. Look at this space. Let me go down and see. On this page, we have over 50 APC people. They are anonymous. They refuse to come fully. So when you go to their space, also go anonymous. So because if you go as with your account fully, people will join you there. We don't want to attract people to APC space. This is our street. I know they have TVC. We don't have TVC. They have all these bloggers and newspaper, even channels TV self, they don't collect them.
My brother,
So
how do you join anonymously, really? I need to ask you that question.
it gives you, I don't know if I
check,
use
check,
iPhone,
check.
it gives you the
You check
option.
the tab. You check the tab up. You will see a three tab by your right hand side, that will give you the option of choosing to
All
join
the
them.
all the APC people, let me greet them. All the APC people on anonymous on this space. It's time to come out from the shadows. All my
Okay.
APC people listening to us anonymously, it's time to leave the APC and come and join Nigerians. Because if Nigeria are good, it go good for all of us. If you go to market, they don't ask you your party card. They know they ask you which tribe, which religion, which party. Now money they go collect for your hand. As the thing hard, so it hard for everybody. If Nigeria is Dubai, it does not matter which party you are. It go good for everybody. Please leave that party. Leave Tinubu and Wike. Come and support Peter Obi on the coalition. Join ADC. Just wanted to add that in. But more importantly, my point is APC is working overtime to cause confusion in the coalition because the coalition is a clear and present danger to their hold on power. It has happened before. 24, they came together. They removed Jonathan that was incumbent. He was as powerful. You know, people say Jonathan is weak. Jonathan, nah, lie. He spent the entire resources he had as a president. He had control of all the security architecture. The people said no. So Tinubu cannot use his incumbency and overrule 220 million Nigerians. Nobody can do it. For the power of the people is greater than the people in power. Even the security agencies, they know when the people move. The way it's going now, it's clear that Peter Obi is the front runner in that election. 4 days into the coalition, it's clear. That's why they are attacking Obi. They went to destroy his brother's house. They are blocking his line, his phone. They are hacking his phone. They are attacking his business. They are insulting him. They lie that he worked for Abacha. They said he did Panama paper. Lie here, lie there. Upon all, nothing sticks. Because the man has clean hands. You can't find an EFCC case against him. So please, mind the media you listen to and the things you retweet. Some people will come and put ADC handle or obedient to a picture and be insulting article. That is not, well, I wouldn't say it may not be obedient, but point is, be very careful. Use your fifth sense. We are in the period of politics, a lot of fake propaganda. They want to divide us. One thing that Tinubu is known for is tribalism. The man he cannot help himself. We are not in the obedient movement, in the coalition. We have decided to suspend the tribal part of us. As Africans, we come from tribes. But this is about Nigeria. So you see on that table, David Mark is there. Aregbesola is there. Atiku is there. Peter Obi, El-Rufai. These are from all parts of the country. And some people jokingly said that with the move of this coalition, APC is now almost, I don't want to even go there. Let me just leave it. So please, Jimmy, go ahead. I just wanted to clarify that they are activating influencers
Okay.
with money to come and deceive and confuse you and tell you that you not go work. They are hungry people. They are former this, former that. Leave her like that. Now former this, former that. Now in APC they start. Let us focus on pushing our candidates, but do it with wisdom. Mind you, your own angel, your candidate is not the same thing on the other side. Respect the other person's opinion. That's why politics is negotiation, not fight. Thank you, Jimmy. Go ahead.
Okay, so you said a few of the things I wanted to say. It's just to caution us, to be careful the kind of things we say. Now, like you just mentioned that these guys will try to gaslight. Now, your answer to them when they gaslight you that Obi has joined the camp of the rogues. One was saying, "Oh, those people that we said are this." Look, Obi has to be anywhere that Nigerians, and I think he has said this before, that every Nigerian, he needs the votes and the support of every Nigerian. So even if he has opportunity to pitch his candidacy to Tinubu, he will do that. So anybody, if he sees a platform to even pitch it to people in APC, to APC stakeholders, he will do that. If so long as they are Nigerians and they're entitled to vote. So it doesn't matter who is supporting Obi. The person we are voting for is not those other persons, is Obi. Now, again, in this coalition, we should be careful not to, cause disaffection, not to, because that's what these APC people want us to do, to go there and start causing disaffection, insulting other members of the coalition. No, it shouldn't be us that should be doing all that. All we will be saying is, okay, we support our candidate, okay, we believe in our candidate, and for that reason we go and join this party so that we become stakeholders. It is from those stakeholders that delegates will emerge. It is from those stakeholders that any voting, any counting, or anything that comes in the party will be decided. So you cannot stay out and be wanting to decide things within that party or within a coalition. You have to get involved. You have to, be a stakeholder in that arrangement. And I believe that coalition, they've learned their lessons and they're not going to make another mistake. So
All right.
please let's caution ourselves,
Thank you.
in going forward. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys. It is that hour of the day where we say thank you for joining the space. Thank you for
I'm here.
coming to. Wait now,
But
wait now. Let me
Mr.
thank the
Steve,
people first. I've not closed the church. I'm not like Wiki. I'm not Wiki. My name is Stephen OSEMWEGIE.
okay.
So don't worry, you will speak. But let me thank those that have joined the conversation and also reiterate what we are doing here. PO Town Square Space started in 2022 for galvanizing vote for Peter Obi. And we stayed on through 2023, 2024. And we went on sabbatical because we got tired of complaining. But since the coalition, we have come back. So this is PO Town Square Reloaded. On this handle, if you want to join the conversation, follow this account on the host so that you get notifications. Click the bell button. One of the reasons why I want you to do that is that because of the political engagement on this handle, there's limit on the reach on Twitter. It's not just my handle. Many people that do what I do, the account is limited. It's Elon Musk. If you ask people like David Unday and others, they'll tell you. So for you to join these spaces, which I will continue to host going forward, follow this handle and click the bell button so you get notification. And on these spaces, we are open to people with sense, people that care about Nigeria, people that are honest. We are not democratic in the sense that you can't just say because you're Nigeria, you can come and talk and insult us. No, we'll block, would mute you and take you to listener section. But if you want to make sense, if you have opinions, suggestions on way forward, this is the space where we're going to be talking about that on the coalition. If you have questions around the ADC or how best to position your candidate, which is in my own, the handle is Peter Obi USC because Peter Obi is my candidate. So I am partial. It's not as fair. The space is not fair. It is tilted towards the Peter Obi's presidency because I do believe he's the best person to run Nigeria at this time. Of course, he's not the only one, but right now in the field, he's far better above the rest. So join this space if you believe in that. And also, if you want to give us a different angle, maybe you want to come and confuse us a little with your, if you think we are wrong, we may be able to hear you out, but I don't make any promises. But this space, PO Town Square, is coined after the idea that those that believe in Peter Obi should have a town square online to share conversations. So if you're in diaspora, if you're in Nigeria, wherever you are, this is how we make connections and build towards 2027 because we believe that a new Nigeria is possible with Peter Obi. So thank you very much. Having said that, I want to quickly rush to those hands that are up. I see Authority, Madam Eunice, my auntie Eunice, I see your request. All these Nigerians in America. Well, I don't say, okay, let me rush to the hands. Who was supposed to go next?
You.
Famsi, I
Hello.
agree. Yeah, go ahead. Let me bring this my orgasm up that just requested now before they say I didn't bring them up. Go ahead, Famsi.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, or good evening, wherever you are, and all that. So, I watched the interview today, and I was really, really impressed. And from number one, the truth about it, and Nigeria has
Famsi, you
not
are sounding
experienced.
like you're inside bottle. Are you here so wiki? It's like you're inside bottle.
No, 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 no. I know there is but am
It's,
I audible?
it's like it's better. Come out from the bottle. You're not
Okay,
wiki.
okay, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, wiki. If you are listening to us, I'm joking. Oh, I get asked for Abuja.
Before you go scatter out. Yes, I listened to the decision, but the truth about it is just that everybody knows fully well that Nigeria has not deviated from the issue of region and all that. So, and for everybody, yes, PO, has all the cards to pending towards him. Number one, it is still the turn of the South. So I don't know what Atiku is still doing there. And let me be sincere. Let me just track Atiku's issue first. Number one, I had supported Atiku in 2019 and all that. Even when Wike wanted to shide Atiku and said, "Oh, the party in PDP should so the election must go to Port Harcourt and all that." I was like, I think an article went to Port Harcourt and campaigned against Tambuwa. Wiki threw all his weight behind Tambuwa. An article won and all that. I was very, very happy. His article was going to give Buhari a run for the money. Then, against all odds, article put Peter Obi against the governor's advice that as his vice president, against the governors of the PDP advice as his vice president. I was very, very happy that he never listened to the governor. But when the election came in properly, if you go and check that election, PO brought the Southeast, and Atiku could not bring anything from the North. So why will anybody tell me that if you give Atiku the ticket, Atiku will bring his vote from the North? It has shown that Buhari still got what he got from the North. I don't know whether the election was rigged. It's not my business. My business was that Buhari still got what he got from the North, and Atiku did not get anything. So why would we want to position Atiku for the president, for this coalition, when I know fully well that he cannot? And people are saying, oh, El-Rufai is a fanatic. But I tell people, the same Buhari that said the dogs and the baboons will be soaked in blood in 2011 still brings over 12 million votes from the North. So I don't know the rhetoric the North wants to hear. But the truth about it is that rhetoric, Atiku cannot play that rhetoric. So I prefer, yes, everybody is a fanatic. That is what I want. I want somebody that can play the rhetoric from the North. And the only thing our advice would be then, please, we should stop gaslighting everybody. People are saying, yes, we have now mixing with the structure of criminality. Yes, of course, when we were doing October 1st rally for Peter Obi, there were still pickpocketers around us, pickpocketing us. And the obedient movement, yes, there are people. We like pickpocketers, we like everybody. And that is why we want everybody to join our team. Even when Jesus Christ asked, who does Jesus Christ? He had Judas Iscariot, who sold him. Jesus Iscariot was even with him on the Last Supper, and even sold him. Yes, that is what we want. We want everybody. We are not alienating anybody, because everybody is very, very important, and we have a role to play for everybody. So long as we have somebody who's at the driver's seat that will give us that victory, that will lead us in the path that we want. Now, the critical thing, I want the obedient movement to know that the truth about it is that elections for being a party candidate are won through the delegate system. Now, we are not going to be attacking the candidates like Rotimi Amechi that who have declared interest on Channels Television. I know it's not really a strong contender, or Atiku or whatever, whoever wants to run against Obi. We should be interested in the delegates that the ADC will project. And these are the things, instead of threatening candidates, we should be telling delegates, please, nobody should go there and say, we want to go and collect money. Because then we call for. Go there with a clean conscience and check what the 2023 election should, and check who is the popular candidate.
Famsi,
Who is that
round up.
Who
Thank
is
you.
that kind of person that can dismantle Tinubu before
Famsi, can you
12
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Round up. Thanks.
Yeah, so who is that candidate that can dismantle Tinubu for 12 o'clock? And the candidate is PO and nothing more. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry, I had to come in there because a few folks have joined us. We want to give them the opportunity to speak as we begin to round up here. I think I have Reggie, then Blunt Crazy, also a crazy man. Now name now, wow. Reggie, go ahead.
Okay,
Where
greetings
not they get all
everybody.
these names, Seth? Why don't you just use your name? Reggie, go ahead.
Okay, I think first of all, there is this guy King Django or something. He was talking about Atiku. He was making a case for Atiku. First of all, Atiku contested against in the last election. He contested, and we all know what happened. Why it happened? Not that it was not there. It was there, and they rigged and everything. So that is that. Now Atiku, like the only way Atiku can become a president in this country is by making Peter Obi be his John the Baptist. As in, let Peter Obi go now, then 2030, I'll be 31. Peter Obi will make way for him to come in. And the first another thing is this coalition. We need this. Coalition need Peter Obi more than Peter Obi need them. Our major problem in this country is this INEC, then opposition using the talk and the judicial. If all these things are put in place, Peter Obi will not need INEC. And just imagine, Tinubu won Atiku as a like everybody. He was not the incumbent. He won him. Now that Tinubu is in power, Atiku, it will be difficult for Atiku to win him. So, but if Peter Obi can go, so my case is like, we should just make it. They should just give it to Peter Obi. And another problem, one thing I fear, as far as I'm concerned, all the political parties in this country, in Nigeria, are infiltrated, arguably infiltrated, because right, that's why I'm afraid. Even the Labour Party, like, so if they cannot, if they should give no, there shouldn't be need for primary. They should do this consensus candidate. Let it be Peter Obi. Yeah. If that is not possible, maybe, and according to the new electoral law, that maybe you cannot participate in multiple primaries and all the rest. So if they cannot make that decision on time, it will be too late for us to go get back. And even the Labour Party that Peter will be in, I'm scared, because I'm very sure all this Olodia Papa Abure, this their wahala is Tinubu's arrangement, and the same way I feel he has infiltrated other political parties. So I think we should be like, they should make that decision on time. If not, it will be kind of difficult. So let Peter Obi, Atiku should just let Peter Obi go. He will make way for him. After Peter Obi doesn't need 8 tenors. I mean 2 tenors. After one tenor, he will just make way, because already, because due to the fact that those things, this guy Obasanjo, that his book, that he wrote so many
Reggie,
things about against
if to say
Atiku,
you feel convince Atiku
is
now for
working.
this space, we'll for buy one cow for you. It's okay. Atiku is not here. Round up.
Yeah, so that book, that thing, Obasanjo is working really against him, and so many things. So he should just calm down. We Thank you.
Thank you for tying together. Don't worry, there'll be more opportunities to chime in. We just the whole movement, the whole ginger just dey start. 2027 is still fast more. Almost 18 months or 17 months left. So don't worry. Join us on these spaces. You add more. Today we want to try around. That's why I'm rushing you. So I'll stop there so far. Then I'll bring up blunt, crazy man, Anambra obedient, to quickly add to this conversation.
Good day, everyone.
Yes. Good evening from where I am, and if you're in Nigeria, good morning. I'm sure it's early morning. Are you there? Uh, did I lose him? Oh wow. Perhaps I did.
Yeah, it looks
All
like.
right. Let me bring Auntie Eunice up. My auntie. The woman that coined Obidati, the firebrand Auntie Eunice. Auntie Eunice, I greet you. Good evening from here.
How are you doing, Steve? The big
Very
guy.
well, ma. Very well. Good
The
evening
one
to
that's
you.
supposed to be our governor somewhere from LP that backed off. Nice to talk to you. Good evening, good morning, good night, wherever you people are spacing from. Good to be here again. And
Ma, this your
yeah.
network. Your network is not quite
Are
clear.
you hearing me? Are you hearing me, Jimmy? Are you hearing me, Steve?
Tinubu put hand for your network,
Are you
oh,
hearing
Siri.
me, please? Are you
Yes,
hearing me?
better
They,
now.
they
Better
remove
now.
subsidy.
All right. So what I was just trying to say is just greet everybody so that we take off from where we stopped middle of 2022. We're back again, obedience, for us to get this thing going and put Mr. Peter Obi where he belongs, as well. What I have to say here is that the major concern we all have to look into is who is going to be in charge of INEC. Who is Tinubu going to put in charge of INEC? I don't know whether obedience have thought about this. Concerning the coalition, we already know if Atiku doesn't allow Obi to be there to head that coalition, it's already a failure. Let's not keep arguing about this. I know Obi doesn't have enough people to help him get in there. I don't like this coalition, but obedience are saying, oh, what next is left? Well, you can't be so good and perfect and you go and rub yourself with mud. Definitely, you know that mud will be very difficult for you to clean up. But at this point, he doesn't have, numbers to help him. And so he's hanging in there to what he said. So let's help and believe Atiku will yield. We remember what Obi just said. Obi just said Atiku has so much money, he can feed 300 million Nigerians for 400 years. That in mind, it's not money that Atiku is looking for. Atiku is looking for the key of Atsu Rock to get in there and privatize refineries. Go among us. That is being his target, is to get in there and finish off what Tinubu left behind. Tinubu's mind was to get in there.
Auntie Eunice,
Yeah.
if you allow me to interject here, is that we are building a coalition, and PO have said we should try not to antagonize members of the coalition. Atiku is part of the coalition. The reason is clear: we can't do it alone because we won in 2023, and our vote was rigged. We could do nothing about it. So there's no need to reinforce what we already know. What I mean by that is our problem today is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the president, not Atiku. Maybe we should give more fire to the person that is president instead of the person trying to go there. If you get
Okay,
my drift.
I understand that, Steve, but at the same
Yeah.
time, who's going to give, help do that if Tinubu is going to position somebody in INEC? That is the major problem you people have. It doesn't matter what you do with the coalition. If he has already stationed the people there in INEC, that you people will be sleeping and they will announce the result again, whether you like it, you don't like it. He's the
Your
man
fear,
sitting down right now. He's
your
the
fear
man
is
sitting
valid,
down
man.
right now. Yeah, he's sitting
Your
down
fear,
right there. You know?
your fear is valid, but don't forget that in 2014, 2015, Jonathan appointed the INEC chair. It is not Tinubu is not the first to appoint INEC chair. It is not up to him. He may do everything he can. It will be up to Nigerians. And with the coalition and the mobilization of all the people that this APC have impoverished, it will be too much for them. They are not enough. So what happened in 2023 will be a lesson for 2027. It will not be business as usual. And that's why they are panicking. Go ahead, man.
So invariably, the point I'm just trying to say is that obedience have to start early now, since we know all the pros and cons and all the loopholes so far, because 2023 opened everybody's eye. Things that we weren't expecting happened, and then it looks as if everybody's hands were all tied up. that our hands are all loosened up and our minds are all open. Our brains and neural cells are all firing up, trying to make sure that all the bases are covered. Then we begin to train those who are going to be in the booth. Because as you said, Steve, it's not going to be business as usual. Then that means there will be fire for fire. Because now with all the suffering that is going on, nobody wants to another 4 years of suffering. So that is what I'm just trying to say, because I'm tired of people calling me to say, I beg help me, I beg help me, I beg help me. They don't even know how person they take survive. So everybody now have to now wake up and say, enough is enough, because this national cake belongs to everybody. And you can't be folding your hands. People are just sharing the cake while you there for outside. Just they look, nothing they reach you. So now this is what I want to talk. That INEC office, we see where the problem is going to be, because Jega was also helpful to Buhari. Jega was helpful to Buhari. That was why JEJ lost that election. If people didn't know that, Jega was
You're right. You're
helpful.
right, ma. You are right. You are right, ma. You are right.
Mm-hmm. So the point now is, who are the engineers that are there? They are going to get all over the whole world to man in that INEC. What are they going to do? Are we going back to the paper ballot? Are we going back again to the machine ballot? And what is the outcome of that is going to come out of the electronic voting? So this is where obedience now, who are good in computer, all of you have to find out the ones that are good, that can go to the back end and find out what exactly really happened and flash it up before the result even comes out. Because a situation where you are sleeping and somebody says, oh, already he has already, because you already know the man already. What result are you expecting when you already know the man? So that is what my concern now. Not anything that is my concern is the INEC. Let's get squared and know who is working in INEC. Where do you live? Where is your family? Let's exactly know who is working there, so that when something goes wrong, you go to his door and knock. We want you to tell us what really happened. Now our eyes don't open, So it's fire for fire, like you talk. As they did for us, all of us, our people, they died. They harass everybody for Lagos. Everybody, they fear. Not this time, because fear, suffer don't make everybody now. Come on, fear for your head and for your eye. I rest my case. Thank you for giving me the platform. And God bless
Thank
all of
you.
you. I
Thank
love
you, Auntie
Nigeria.
Eunice. I appreciate you and I appreciate your voice. You've spoken very well. Yes, we celebrate firebrand mothers like you. There's Nigerian mothers are the best in the world. Of course, my mother is in Nigeria. So thank you so much. Let me rush because of time to Osayeti. Man of God, it is well.
Steve Sticker, it is well.
Gwaituo, domo kakabolikali.
I greet you catabolically,
I
like you said.
agree to get a.
It is well to everybody in the house. I want to bring us something from Obi's statement. He said, I am still a Labour Party. We are all coaliting concerning ADC, which is the platform for 2027. That means a time will come, like he said, that we will collapse and every one of us will be in ADC. Amechi said, I have resigned from APC. I'm a full-fledged member of ADC. El Rufai said, we have election to do in SDP. After the election, which is midterm election, we will not come over and collapse to ADC. Atiku, still a PDP card carrying member, is like the same condition with Obi. That means from our own end, as obedient, the one we running the Nigeria government through to become a president is still a Labour Party man. So everyone that is saying we should be we should try and be in the party and become a delegate, that means our principal and every other person are still in negotiation table as they are all coming together to see how they make 2027 a reality. So by and large, I want us to do a rethink and ponder and see that okay, we should be thinking like this. Labour Party is almost in disarray by the judgment of the Supreme Court, and coalition like the natural mind that lays if everybody wants to throw their hats in the ring, then the chances will become slimmer. Why not just they make a choice on unanimously pick someone like Obi? Then by and large, are we not saying that if Labour is shaking, coalition is there, and if coalition happens the way it happens in 2022, that everybody work out a way from each other? If the same is happening, are we going to COA, whole party? I'm just naming those party that does not have alarm now till you get there before you now know there are cases in court. You know, so I am trying to let everybody know that this is where who we are pursuing through is, and like Stephen has been telling many people, we that are coalescing, let's relax with the people we are coalescing with. Let's keep it low. Let it not look like we are begging anyone to pick our principal because we begged in 2022. They didn't listen to us before he walked out and went to Labour Party. So we should know that we should set our status quo and our organization very ready, sharpen ourselves, and be ready to do what is needful, like we are waiting on our principal. He spoke today, he spoke largely, he hit the nail on the head, he makes very great points, and he has made it over and over. And it has become a dawn on the reality show that look, everybody knows how to play this game. Just that people making choice on how not to be rough or to be cool. I see Pastor Sciammo writing because of that too many panic mode. Obedience will never support anybody except their principals. So the coalition should be careful. I don't know the kind of write up of advice that Kiamu is not giving the coalition. He that is an APC man. So by and large, their prayer, you and I could just second guess what their prayer is. And we know what that prayer is, you know. So I would just tell all obedience that we should keep our fingers crossed. As we do that, we should pursue what the last speaker said just now on electoral reform and see where we can push it to and see how IREV will become compulsory. Because till today, Labour Party on IREV won River State. That result alone will give Obi presidency. But uh, tribunal and all to Supreme Court said IREV has the option to choose which one is going to use. So IREV is just a standing mirror, which was not used. So we should go and fight for that as we're ready to fight everything to the end. Because those who stole our mandate, they fought. We have agreed now to fight. Like our principal said, we will take power, not by all means, by every legitimate means. So we will also be ready to fight through all the legitimate means and get our power. No court at all. They will be the one going to court. I will yield here because you stayed too long, Stephen. The Lord bless every one of us. It is well.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You did touch on very salient issue. We will insist using every legitimate means to protect our votes this time around, for sure. For sure. Thank you so much, Society. The last person here, which will close us out, would be Jamin, so that we can pack it today. Tomorrow is another day and a new week. Let's continue the conversation around the coalition and the need for Peter Obi's candidacy. That's our job for those of us that believe in Peter Obi. Jamin, go ahead. Jamin, are you there?
Baba don't sleep. Baba don't sleep.
No, he has not. Alpha, what did happen? You know they hear me. He's in Canada, so I'm sure he has not slept. Are you there? Okay, maybe he's not close to his phone. All right, let me thank everyone for that has joined us. I do have to go. I wanted to close it an hour ago, but when you're on spaces, time flies. I spent another hour extra. Today's weekend. Family has to also get my attention. Election never reach. I don't remind me of 2023 again. As well. Thank you all for joining. This is for God and country. We are not here for anything other than making Nigeria a better country for all of us. I appreciate you all for joining us, and stay on this channel. If you want to tweet to the space, use the hashtag PO Town Square, and I'll see the chats and I'll be able to reply in case you have questions. If you want to be a speaker on the spaces, it's just easy. Join the conversation and request the mic and retweet the space, and we'll be able to bring you up. It's an open space for not only Nigerians, but it's a Nigerian centric space. But for people that want good governance for Nigeria,